Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone to the G-Lew Show After Hour Show. Sorry for the late start. We had some technical difficulties. I wanted to load this video up, but it's not coming up how I wanted to. So I am G-Lew. This is the G-Lew Show. We have a very, very special guest tonight. The Barbs are here. LA Barbie is here. She got bars, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So hold on one second. Get a couple things straight. Okay, what up, everyone? I am G-Lew. This is the G-Lew Show. Welcome back to another episode. And tonight, we have a very special guest. Like I spoke about, you hear her in the background.
That's not the deal. No, that's not the deal. You connect an ass, not an asshole. Talk nice, I'ma give you what you asked for. Look at you, got me acting all bashful. So come through, hurry up, hey, I'm at home.
You hear it. Well, here she is without any further ado. LA Barbie, live on the premises. What's up, sweetheart? How you doing tonight? I'm doing great. Hold on, what happened?
Oh.
I didn't want to act up tonight. Okay, there she is. Good evening, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for inviting me onto the show. I appreciate it a lot.
Yes, it's an honor. Thank you for coming on tonight. We appreciate it. Now, tell the people, I wanted to load the video I had, but I didn't have the music somehow to go with it. So I skipped that. I'll come back to it. But go ahead and introduce yourself to the people out there, if you would, please.
Well, my name is Barbie, Liberty Linnington, but my artist name is La Barbie Barz. And I am an artist. I do a lot of other things that we'll get into, but I just try to not stay in the whole community of creativity, but I always find myself there. So I think that I belong here.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I said LA Barbie. It's La Barbie, and I meant to
La Barbie.
get
Yeah.
straight before. Break down that name, La Barbie, and what that means, because it seems like you got a mixture going on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Tell them about that name, please.
So La Barbie, because like I said earlier, my government name is Barbie. Middle name is Liberty. That's my mom's name. And La Barbie came from my family in Mexico, always calling me like, oh, la Barbie, like, La Barbie, like telling, they would always call me by that. So when I was thinking of a Instagram handle, like I've always tried to have that little, like, just that little bit of extra to like anything that I've always done. I always wanted to think outside the box and like anything that just made sense to me, so that's where I ended up. I just was like, if any of my family ever looks for me, La Barbie. So
Right,
yeah, and then Barz came from when I started becoming an artist. I actually started doing like music, like makeup for some music videos that one of my friends actually helped me start my music. Him and his girl, like they believed in me from day one, and actually might see them tomorrow, hopefully. So there's an event or whatever. So it's just celebration to that. But shout out to them for that. And it was just Barz came from just something simple. I wanted it just to have simplicity to it, so it was easier to be on flyers. It was easier to spell out in a song. So then I ended up meeting Tilo the Tyrant. Super dope. I would definitely recommend you to also do like an interview on him. He's just a man of many trades like yourself. So like it was just dope. And he told me, he was like, I think you guys should he just told me, he was like, I think you should go buy La Barbie Barz instead of just Barz, because he knew like 3 other bars. So that's why I was just like, okay, like fuck it, it's cool. So I tried, and then it just stuck because it just makes more sense to me. Like my handle's already La Barbie and then just Barz.
But I think it's dope too, because like you got like the Barbie look a little bit, right? You got the Barbie look, but you mix it with the Latina shit, like it's a cold mixture.
It's in the process. Yeah.
That's dope.
Thank you.
Yeah. How did you?
We're all Barbies out here, though. Shout out to all the Barbies, all the Kens.
That's right. Did you see that movie? Did you see the Barbie movie?
I did. I liked it in the beginning, and then there was parts that I was like, oh, what? That's Hollywood though, you know, like it gets
Right.
you. So, but it was cool, and I liked who played it. She was gorgeous, and like all the soundtrack was amazing. Everything from that was just, it was a really, you know, I cried in it. Me and
Wow.
one of my friends, we cried in the end.
Wow. So that means, yeah, it was
We're
good.
both
Then, or
we're both
one, like,
cancers
right.
though, so you know,
Did
give us
you
a good
grow up
card.
with Barbies too?
I did grow up in Barbie. Yeah, Barbies. I also like Bratz, but you know, well, growing up, I used to play with Barbies. I used to like love the fashion of it. I used to just, yeah, of course, I was really into
Right,
that.
right.
I enjoyed my childhood. Mhm.
That's what's up. That's great to hear. How did you get involved with music? Like, what was your passion for music?
So, like honestly, the story of my family, my grandfather from my mom's dad, he used to write music and he used to sing, and like he was an entertainer, and he wrote a song that Vicente Fernandez actually, and I don't even remember the name. I'll post it or something somewhere, but that's what I do know. So I know it runs in my blood, because even my grandmother, like she, you know, my mom's mom, I grew up just on my mom's side,
Right.
and so yeah, so like everything was just music. Every time like the family got together, we would just all be like cool with each other because the karaoke. The music saved us. So, you know, it's always been there. It's always been something that I respect and that I want to take my time with, because music should be healing, you know? Well, in my opinion. So
Right. That's
yeah.
dope right there. Who were some of your, like, who were you inspired by as far as music wise that you really liked or looked up to or really respected as far as music wise?
Okay, well, there's so many, and I'm the type of person that doesn't really have like a favorite. But
Okay.
the top of my head, I would say Lauryn Hill. I love her. I've always loved her. She's just so, I don't know, she's just something that I can agree and feel happy like with my choice, you know? Because of
Right.
everything she does. She doesn't just have a certain image that I don't agree with. Because there's other people that, you know, they live a lifestyle, they have a certain image. That's what they do, and that's on them. You know, like in the end of the day, I've learned that God is watching. So, like,
That's
just do
beautiful.
you. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Speaking of Lauryn Hill, I'm glad you mentioned her, especially someone you were inspired by, because nowadays, you know what's going on with most of the rap, and of course
Yeah.
the female rap, especially because shout out to the ladies though. Ladies have been really doing their thing lately, right? The ladies are really in hip hop, right? But
Mhm.
you know what mainly the persona is and what they rap about and all that. Well, so for you to say someone like Lauryn Hill, who's real respected and respected herself, and the music she put out was, you know, that of respectable and something women could look up to. What do you think about the music today, especially from the
Well,
ladies?
well, the music today is what is considered, well, like hardcore trap music. I took a class in Chafee in the college, and I learned a couple like some stuff about it that I was just like, wow, like I'm so happy that I never just released bullshit out. I didn't just release a bunch of like, you know, some of my songs, like I try to keep it as respectful. I try to keep it as like far away from that, because that's not my lifestyle. Like I want to pursue something that's better, and the music today is not what it was back in like the spoken word type of days, and that's where hip hop roots comes from, you know. So it's just, you know, the legends, that's what I like the legends of it, the people that actually, I'm like, damn, I'm learning shit from this song that's
Right.
gonna help me open my eyes, open my mind, not my legs, you know. So it's just like this music is, but you know, like it's bomb. I don't like to be hypocritical, because when the music comes on, I'm like, oh shit, I start driving faster, I start saying bitch a lot, like I do. I do
Right.
know
Right.
how it is to like that music, but I'm like, nah, I can't, because that's a hypocrite of what I believe in, and I'm trying to stay right, like right minded, you know, for myself and my, what my platform, what is going to bring and what I want it to be about, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Ask you too. Speaking on that, and because you do music, how do you tread that thin line, right? Because like you said, you want to push out positivity, and it's easy to say, but like you said, you do. Even you, like you said, you hear the music get turned up. ladies want to feel good too and party and have
Yeah,
fun. But where do we draw the line, or where is that thin line? Like you said, when you want music you want to put out and what you want to be remembered for and respected for, because you could put out a song today, like what you're speaking on, but you can go to the studio and maybe make a song and they push it and this song blows up, but this is the song about you
I know.
turning up and all that, and then,
I
then now
know. I
expect
know.
that. Or I don't know. Maybe they expect that from the young ladies. Like maybe young ladies want to do something different, but they're pushed to do the other stuff because that's what's gonna
Yeah.
sell, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. And I've seen TikTok. I go on TikTok a lot. It's a lot of fun. Like I love just how people can react and do certain like skits and all that. It's real short, real simple. You just well, I've seen that girls, other people like in the industry have said that, for them to grow as an influencer, they have to do shit that they're not even okay with sometimes. So I don't want to be like that. I don't want to have anybody tell me what to do. So it's like, because I have an image, like I have a vision of what I need to be doing, and I bring God in everything that I do. So that's why, like, if I'm moving like this and I separate myself from things that I don't agree with, because I want better for everybody, not just myself, but I'm going to put myself first so I can help later the people in the what that's given to me with what I've made of my choices.
Right. I,
Yeah,
I think that's beautiful. I love that. I keep hearing you speak about God, and that's what you're putting
yeah,
in your music. Who do you like? Is this a journey you've been on? You like change yourself? Like who do you credit for doing that, and what's behind that? Because people want to know.
yeah. See, I understand that there's people that don't use God and they use meditation, they use themselves as a higher power. Whatever
Right.
you do what you got to do to become a better person for this world. Like
Right.
for me it's God, because I have things that I love. I have things that I have to ask for, like yeah, and it's just it came from having like just needing strength, because being weak takes a lot of strength.
Right.
So it's just, I don't know, it's just something that, and I'm not like one of those regular people that goes to church every Sunday. Like, I don't do all that. Like, I have a God with me every day type of thing, like
Personal relationship.
I'm defeating my freaking demons with God. Like, I'm just like, oh, should I? Oh, not like, there's people that test me. There's bunch of things, and I'm always like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I cuss people out of my head, and then I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, God. So it's my relationship with God, like I have my own relationship with God.
Personal.
That is
Personal relationship.
everything. Yes. So, and
Yeah.
and it's brought me to a better place for myself, where I started giving a fuck more about myself. Like
Right.
not giving my time away, not being cruel about it, not being evil about it, and just nah, it's nothing about nobody else but me and my growth. So that's why my music has taken a minute too, because I want to make sure that I put out what I put out, because I have a daughter too. She's a teenager. So like,
Right.
I can't be putting things that, and I'm not gonna like bash anybody for the music that they do. I'm cool with the Two Tone Twins. Like, they put out gangster music, like I know a lot of people that put out that shit, but it's just
Right.
like, that's not me. So I can't be faking the funk, and so like I have to find my purpose in it, and it takes me a minute, and that's where the creativity, that's where I fell in love with it, when I had to figure out those things. You have to take yourself out of it, because I know that there's a lot of artists that they're just like music in the studio, this and that, and it's like, but what are you pushing out? Like the product of
Right.
it. So that's
Right.
that's where I'm at.
I think that's beautiful right there. I love everything you're saying because that's what's needed. And I see even people in the comments saying, they appreciate you for being you. Um,
Thank you,
oh,
thank you.
yes. And who do you credit? Like, was there something for you? I'm sure. Um, maybe was there a change for you that okay, you decided this is how I need to present myself and what I want to push out? Was it something special, or were you always on this, like, you do
Nah, I
what you
wasn't always. Oh
okay?
no, I
That's
wasn't
why
always
I
on this shit.
asked.
I probably would have been further where I am right now,
Right.
but not. Growing up, I was a troubled kid, because I didn't have stability, and no shame to anybody like in my life or anything, but it's just like I didn't have the things that I needed I didn't have the people teaching me the things that I needed to know for basic skills. So I used to be around in the street kicking it with my little friends that all had the same type of,
Right.
home lifestyle. I ended up in juvenile hall. I ended up as a young parent. So like growing up and all of that, and it was like my daughter growing up with me, watching me do mistakes. I have to feel like, damn, like, and I don't have a close relationship with any of my family. That's a long story. So it's just like I was always kind of guided to knowing that I've been okay because there's something bigger watching me than just these people, you know?
Right.
So yeah.
I knew. See, that's why I asked you, because I knew it was something deeper. You know what I mean? In there, like, not even to get in your business, but I
No,
knew
no,
it was
no.
something deeper,
Okay.
there with your story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can see it, in the transformation, and I just think that's a beautiful thing for you to even be here speaking like that, because we have young ladies out there that need to hear someone,
Mhm.
be able to tell them that it's all right, instead of just telling them just fucking and turn up. You know what I mean? Because you gotta have
Yeah,
better
exactly. Yeah.
options. Well, I
And that's
appreciate
why I did join the pageant. I do pageants,
it. Yeah, talk
and
about that. Let's talk about that.
that right there has been one of the best things that I could have got, like I made a choice to do, because well, like, going through all that, as going through all that as a youngster and everything, I had depression hard. Like depression hits us whenever it wants to, type of shit, like it really, when it rains it pours, type of, whatever. So
Now, why would you have depression, Barbie? If
huh
you asking, why would you have depression?
when I was growing up,
No, why or yeah.
that it was a lot. It was a lot to do with my family, so
Okay, I
like
got
yeah, so then I was contemplating, trigger warning, suicide and like a lot of things. And that's why I know God was there, because it was like, nope, like this is not what you're supposed to do, type of thing. Like, don't let anybody ever break you, because breaking is when you lose. And
right.
if you keep going, that's when you keep going, So I, at a young age, I already went through that milestone in my life. So then when I got older, I started just learning on my own, because I didn't have nobody to put me on game. Like I was just learning from watching, from being in the situations, shit like that. So that's when, yeah, I just like it took me so long though to like hit that point where I'm at now, because I was really asleep the whole time. Like it was
Wow.
crazy, like when you wake up, you're like, oh shit. Like I don't know how to, like, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but it
I
was
get it.
just like, yeah, it was
Who
something
who would
else.
who would you credit, or who, I don't want to say who introduced you to God, because I'm sure you
Yeah.
knew who God was, but what was the point that brought you closer to God and made you really get to know him, and how he, can help change your life?
Me just like, I don't just believe in God. I believe in the universe. I just
Right.
believe in everything that can help me realize that life is so much more to live for than just dealing with people that are negative.
Right.
And yeah, so I don't really know what's right, what's wrong, whatever, but I know what works for me. And it's just like, and all I try to do is like speak on that, like as much as I can to everybody, because some people don't like it, and it's cool, because I understand there's a lot of negativity to this life, and there's a lot of negativity in our life. But if you keep talking about that shit, then like what, so you just have to recognize where the blessings come, and have to stay humble, and you just have to remember, like, damn, I got this far because of God, like not because of no one else, for real.
That part.
Yeah.
Respect. People, we have La Barbie Barz, and I love the name, you know what I'm saying, but the
Thank
bars
you.
on the end, is the bars because you really got bars, or what's up with the La Barbie Barz?
Well, I thought I have bars. Well, yeah, I have bars because I look
What is
shit
it?
up when I'm trying to rap. I try to make sense of what I'm saying. I try to make a sentence. I try to tell a story. So that's why I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take bars, because but I didn't know how many bars there was until I started hitting studios, and then they're like, I got how many bars, and I'm like, oh shit.
So you learned about bars as you went on.
There was bars
Really?
everywhere. Everybody got bars.
Nah, but I respect it though, because really bars, you know, we know the 16 bars to make a song, but
Yeah.
bars just in general, like you said, having bars, really having something to say. That's really bars to me. Make it rhyme, right? But you really have something to say. That's a bar. Like, oh, did you hear that? Like, that's what's up. That's what's up, y'all. I want to play a little bit of this music. Like I want to we're gonna start it from the top, so I know we'll break it down and all that, but tell us, well, the first one we're going to play, because I know we're going to play, we already talked about that, but tell us how we're going to start this off right here. Can you hear me?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I was about to play the music, so I just want you to speak.
Yeah, you can play it. I thought you were going to play it.
Okay. I just wanted you to give us like an intro, like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll just play it. Okay. So check it out, y'all. This is La Barbie Barz right here. Play our music.
You already played the first one, huh? That one, yeah.
But I didn't really play it, you know, they didn't really hear it. So I'm going to just
that's
start
fine.
it from the top. Yeah. Let's go, Rock. Let's go.
But I blame you for me feeling this way. Every time that I move, put your hands on my waist. So pull my pants down, put my hands on my face. Got me head over heels. Let's keep it real. Thought it's Netflix and chill. That's not the deal. No, that's not the deal. You connect an ass, not an asshole. Talk nice, I'ma give you what you asked for. Look at you, got me acting all bashful. So come through, hurry up, babe, I'm at home.
What's this one right here?
Let's fucking party.
Oh, Here we go, y'all. Let's fucking party. That's what she said. Let's go.
Let's fucking party. Let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back. I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party. Let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back. I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party. Let's throw that ass back. I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party. Let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back. I wanna see you drop it. You do it for me and don't stop, don't stop. Love these fools, but I do it without them. Independent bitch and I don't want no problem. Girl looking at me sideways cause she thinks I want them. This is bad bitches only fuck, I love the starting drama. Let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop it. Drop it, drop it. I'm doing this for us, you could thank me later. Stop being a weirdo cause you looking like a hater. I bring more peace than the Dalai Lama. I don't need to fight, I leave it up to karma. I thought I told you already, I'm just trying to party. I got my girls with me and we dress like Barbies. So let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'.
Shout out to the Barbies.
Bag, I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Got 99 problems, but a few ain't one. Don't mess with my money, I ain't the one. Thought I was finished, I just begun. I'll take a couple hits and then I'm done. You said you wanna party, now let's go. Throwing gang signs out the window. I wanna see your moves on the dance floor so I can know before I take you home.
Let's go.
Let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop it.
Throw that shit
let's
back.
Fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party.
Throw that ass back.
Poppin', throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop. Let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party, let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back, I wanna see you drop it. Let's fucking party. Let's get it poppin'. Throw that ass back. I wanna see you drop it.
Okay. Hold on. That ass back. Hey, that's a banger right there for the clubs. What's up with that song right there? Tell us about
So
that one.
so that one, it's funny because all that shit we talked earlier.
Right.
No, but
That's
like,
what I'm like, oh, but go ahead. No, I got it. Go ahead.
okay, so like that was, like I said, that's not my lifestyle, but I am around all of that. You know what I mean? So like, of course, I know what it took to make a song, you know? And that was my first song, that Let's Fucking Party. And it was okay, so I was supposed to work with this one like banda group or whatever, because originally I was trying to sing in Spanish, like, you know, Spanish music. And that's why like I have a connection to Selena. Growing up, that's what I used to sing. I never, like, my older brother, he was like, would always rap. He would make beats even till today, but he never really did anything with it, you know, because like toxic relationship and shit.
Right.
So like, you know, I grew up around all of that, and I just like mixed it all together. But I was actually given an opportunity to get in the studio. One of my friends, like I said earlier, him and his girl, like him and his wife, they were like, go Barz, like, because I was in a couple of music videos, so like I would be the backup dancer and just be chilling, like, because they were my friends, so they would always be like, yo, we're gonna have a music video. They were videographers, so like I used to roll up, be around them, network. But at the moment I wasn't doing music. So then when I used to kick it with them, I used to always, like, they would just see how my vibe was, and they would listen to when I would talk, and they knew that I sang. So they're like, why don't you just start rapping? Like, get in the studio. And I got in the studio and I made the Joker song. That was like done in like 2 weeks. Like,
Right.
I started writing, I got the beat. They mixed up the beat. Shout out to Sammy and to Marco for always hooking me up with my beats. I got a couple that I'm working on
Oh,
now. Like, you know, it's a little team that I had since the beginning, that like we don't move together, but we contribute. You get what, you know, like we contribute enough, and they let me know that like they send me the beat for free, and I still shoot them a little bit of money, because it's like, damn, like you actually are like, you think of me when you're making this beat, like thank you so much, you know. So that's where Let's Fucking Party came from. Was my first like ever song ever recorded. And my sister, actually, me and my sister were like, fuck, like we need to think, like I need to think of a song. And she kind of like helped me with it. Like, I came up with the bars, but the Let's Fucking Party, like me and her, we were like, it just reminded me of a Selena moment, like in the movie where like the brothers and sisters are working together. So it was special, but like we don't really fuck with each other like that. But still, you know, it was like, it was something where it started, like, I could have went so different with another type of song, because I have so much music that I have written. I write my own music. And the Joker song actually went crazy. That's where I started performing. I performed like 90 shows because I know it was that song. So that was the
right.
second song that I put out, and then the Can I was a third. So it just kept going. And I now, like, I put my foot in the door, and I seen what I needed to do to make myself grow. And I was like, you know what? I need some time away from it now, because, you know, I was in a relationship too, and that was toxic and everything. And that took me away from it. But now I have the right reasons I'm away from doing like all those shows like I was doing before and all that. Like, now I'm taking time with my stuff, you know? So yeah.
Right. That's a good segue, because I was going to ask you, how do you? That was my next question, even before you talked about being in a relationship. Right? Is how do you deal with being that you're a female, beautiful lady, by the way? But how do you deal with being in the industry? You know, when you got to deal with mostly 90% men, right? And when you doing production, videos, I mean everything, and you know, like not only maybe relationship, because that's a different thing, which sometimes may take you away from your craft when you have a boyfriend that may not understand or jealous or whatever. But even not even in a relationship, but being a female dealing with the males in the industry, you just may want to go to the studio, get a beat and record, but the dude wants to holler at you and all that. You know, how do you deal with that as a female?
To be honest, I've never really had to deal with that much.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
there's not all guys are dogs. Like, well, everybody's a perro and a perra, you know, whatever. But
I
no,
fuck
but
with
like
you.
I'm serious. There's some
Props
real
to the
cool.
men. There's some good men out there, man.
There's some
Salute.
good
Thank
women. There's some good men out there. Okay, and you don't just have to like. I don't see people immediately like a sex. Like I said, I have God in my life. God has like. I've never really been like that about a person. I don't see what I could get out of them, you know? So
you. Right.
like my intentions are always good. My vibe is always good. So if a person is giving me something that I'm not like, I don't fuck with, I'm out. I do it before anything could escalate. And I was like, oh, fuck, I knew I didn't feel like right at the place, you know? I learned all that when I
So
was
your
younger.
antennas are up. Right. So you're
I'm a
already
what?
on point. Like
Well, I
you're
hope
already
I
on
am.
point.
I made mistakes. my all my ex-boyfriends, but um it's just like you have to kind of pick up now. You have to be more aware of what people are. Take time to really know what people are and everything. But when it comes to guys, like working, I've never really doubt. Like, of course, there's some of them as he said pasa, but it's just like nobody's gonna not listen to. Oh no, it's cool, or you make a joke out of it and you become friends or something. Like, you don't have to make it weird. They already feel uncomfortable, and if they're weird, then they're freaking weird, and then you get the. No, I'm just kidding, but
It is what it is. I get it. I
yeah,
just
you
love
know,
being on
but
point.
mhm,
Because I only asked that because I'm sure a lot of I've heard, and I know I'm sure a lot of females do deal with that just because it's
yeah,
mostly a male driven industry. And, again, like I piggyback off what I said earlier, fast forward where you have even now most of the females that do rap, that's what it's about, like the sex, and all that.
well,
So it's like,
think about it though. Like if you're in the studio and you're talking about all that and the engineer's in there, he's gonna get hot and heavy. So like think about your lyrics, you know, type of shit. Like there's yeah.
right,
Thank
right.
you
I get
everyone for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you
it.
for support.
And speaking on one more thing on relationships, how do you deal? Because you said you were in a relationship. How do you deal with that part? Being in the industry and having to deal with like does it turn you off from wanting to be in a relationship and just focus on you and your music, or how do you work those two together
Yeah.
if it
Yeah,
does
yeah, yeah.
work?
Definitely. I guess well for me, like I said, I've done a lot of growing. I've done a lot of opening my eyes and seeing and working on myself and everything that I know that I what I deserve. I know what I deserve, you know?
Right.
And I hope I get what I deserve. So from all the work that I'm doing, but right now from my track record, the guys that I've dated seem to be the same motherfucker, just different different form, different person, you know, different face. But
Right.
like what I've learned is like, you know, you have to kind of, there's people that go to therapy, there's things that really help you. I just did that shit by myself, which was hard as fuck, but it took a lot because I already had background with like bad evil people, you know? So it didn't really like, oh, I'm so broken. Like, nah, like life is life and you're giving your life. They're not supposed to be with you. Like you're supposed to be by yourself. So you can learn the most about yourself and do what your purpose is, you know, whatever the purpose is. And as a relationship, I don't feel like, you know, if it happens, it happens, but every time I've made it happen, it's always been the wrong choice. I didn't just put it in God's hands, you know? And I was forceful, I found temptation, whatever it was, and I made the wrong choice. So it's just like, you know, I'm giving the best to myself. So if somebody that I meet, even friendships, I've cut off friends because it's just like, damn, you don't return the same energy. I'm sorry. Like that's it. If I don't mean shit to you, why does it matter if I'm out of your life? You know, like you're not giving what I give, and I give a lot, you know, so it's just like it's cool. Other people
Right.
deserve it, you know?
That's what's up. And what would
Yeah.
you say to a young lady that may be watching you? Because everything you just said right now is powerful. But like you said, dealing with a relationship and how, because you've been there, like you said, you've dealt with it, and seems like you've learned a lot. But how do you move forward and even speak to someone, not only yourself, but a younger lady that's watching you and doesn't know what to do, or the signs, or whatever, because they just want love.
Well,
Everyone
see,
wants.
that's the thing. We all look for love in the wrong places. Like when you start loving yourself, shit, like you you just don't stop loving yourself. You take time to love yourself. It gets lonely because you want that, but people have pets. People have things that God gives you, something that you need to clear that space. But like I said, you have to have some type of connection to a higher power for you to feel that fulfillment of love, because you can't just be, just scrolling on Instagram, oh, I want somebody to love me type of shit. Like, you got to be putting in work also. So like, that's why it keeps growing. It keeps letting you know your self-worth and your capability. And sometimes we don't find our loved ones in this lifetime, and it's okay. Like, I think we might be okay with that, because we have to put us first, and work
I
our
think
ass off.
right. And I
But
think we're in a different time right now, like to
yeah,
where like of course everyone wants love and everyone deserves love and should get it, but
but the love
we're in
ain't love.
a time now. Nah, exactly. That's
This
what I
love
was
ain't
gonna
love.
say. We're in a different time now where love ain't the same as it was.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not. People may think they're love and say love, but like you said, that takes work and
Yep.
people aren't really invested in that. Now it's more about lust and you know
Is.
stuff like that. So love is not the same,
And
unfortunately.
why is
So
it because of that? Because the music, because the
yeah, yeah.
everything.
everything,
Yeah.
everything, the music, social media. I mean, all of this. Like we didn't have all of this growing up, so it's like different because it's so much distractions and so much just stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And now the youngsters, now kids, kids are on the. I'm sure your child is on your phone. So not saying that they what, but
She
they
has her
learn
own
early.
phone.
They're
Yeah, she has a
already
better
on the
phone than
phone
me.
early. You
Yeah.
feel me? So it's like different now, so love is different. But not to say there's no love. There is love out there and it's good people.
No,
But
yeah,
it's
there's good people that fell in love because they found. Yeah, there's a lot, and all the good love to me. Like, I have some like social media influencers that they're couples, and I love them. They're so cute together and everything. And then like I see older couples, and like you could tell, like, damn, like you don't know their story, but you can see that they loved unconditionally. They did everything they could for their family. They put them and their family first rather than putting everything else outside in the world first, and I feel like a lot of us tend to do that. When we are in relationships, we crave and want a person, but then when we're with the person, we don't really like see what is there. We're just like, oh shit, now we want something else, so
exactly that's the thing. It's like microwave. So now I think you said something important. I think it's important for people to especially if you were in a long relationship, you get out of one or whatever, learn yourself, learn to love yourself. Because if you can't love yourself properly, you definitely can't love someone else. A lot of times people get out of relationships and jump into another one, because they want love and you haven't healed properly. And then the other person may not be healed. It's a lot of things that
oh
go in,
yeah.
and then we get involved and invested in lust and all these things before we really get to know one another. And then now it's too late, right?
To go back to what you were saying about, like, you can't, if you don't love yourself, you're not gonna know how to love somebody else. I
Right.
feel like it's more, if you don't love yourself, then you wouldn't know how it is to be loved. And like, because you can love somebody. Love is what we're all put on this earth to do. People shouldn't earn our love. Love is given, just like when Jesus was on the cross. Sorry to mention it, but I just recently heard this story where Jesus was on the cross and he still forgave them. He asked God for
When they
their
stone them,
forgiveness.
all that,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I couldn't do that shit. I could not be Jesus, because I would have been like, you motherfucker. I would have, oh man, I would have been
But now,
so mad. But see, like,
people see why we are how we live here
yeah,
with all the filth and sin and all the bad shit we do, because we still get another chance, because that's what God did and that's what he, that's the blueprint. So
mhm,
that's why we because of not, like you said, they did that to him on the cross and he still forgave them.
yeah.
So
Needles in his hand. Well, what is it? Nails in his hands. It's just like, dang, I could not do that. I respect. That's why I just, I see now, and I'm just like, I recently posted it on my Instagram. I was like, there was a verse in a Bible that somebody put. I don't even remember the verse, but I reposted it, and I was like, I rather listen to this than listen to people that I see like just doing corruption towards one another. Like there is no respect or any kindness anymore. Like there isn't, you know. And like even like earlier I was thinking of a YouTube video that I have to do, and I was like, even fat people judge fat people. Like they do.
No
Fat people make fun of fat people.
Yeah, it's
Like,
no
yeah,
limit.
there's levels to that shit.
There's no respect, and the internet now. It's sorry to say it, like as great as the internet is, it's like gift and a curse now because
Yeah.
the internet is like a drug now. Some
The
people
apple.
take it. Yeah, it's like they bit the apple with the internet. And so now it's just a lot. You know, it's a lot to digest, and you know, I hate to say it, but yeah, we are in like revelations these days here. You know, Marcy, Lena said it, the last days. You know, so man, I don't know. But I don't want to damper the mood too much, La Barbie. Let's get back into some more music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll the mood a bit. We'll continue where we left off.
We're all like, damn.
Right. So we don't want to, want to get sad, but we got to speak the real.
Nah,
So let's
that's
lighten the
real.
party. That's the real, right? So let's
That's
lighten the
real,
party
man.
back up. Let's get back into some music, Barbie. What we got here?
Oh,
Ooh, speaking of Spanish. This is my shit right here. Tell them what this is. Hold up. Let me bring it back.
so this song is called Griselda, and it was
Ooh.
actually a song that I had with an ex-boyfriend, but
Okay.
you know, I cut him off, and I ended up just putting it in my show mix. So it was just like a longer, because every time I would perform, everybody would be like, I would do one song, and then like everybody would be like do another one, you know. So I just did an 8-minute real quick show mix, and that's what I sent to you. So that's just like, it was just like a kind of a preview of my music, because I never really got back into those studios to remake those songs, which I need to, because there's some, like, now that I've written so much new music and I have it like, you know, on the way and everything, I have a lot of features that I'm going to be in, and then like the old songs I want to actually work on again. And yeah, this song right here is called Griselda, which, if y'all know, she was like the cocaine godmother type of thing. Yeah, so a little shout out to her. Which I don't do that, but it's just like, that's the lifestyle.
Let's be
like,
clear. She said, disclaimer.
I don't do
This
that. I really don't. But like, I did grow up with that type of, like, you know, watching novelas and blah blah blah. So yeah, that's why I made that song.
Okay. Well, let's get back to it. Griselda right here.
Puro pinche papi, ven pa' acá, vamos a jugar, la dueña de la cocaína. ¿Quieres otra línea? Nalgonas de Selena. Mis amigas, smooth con sabor como un latina. Got a problem? Me digas, usamos el cuerno de chivo, only move by kilos. La nieve que tenemos es muy frío. I represent West Coast side. La madrina's down to ride. Blacked out windows, staying out of sight. Cocaine fresh, dripping white. Not nice to meet ya, I'm Barz. I'm the one who terrorizes your city, funniest thing by far. Mug marked up with scars. Take your loot and shoot out in a hot-wired car. Put a smile on that face. Everyone's to blame, excuse my foul play. It don't matter what religion you pray. You unleash demons that wanna stay. They came to play, open the gates. Go ahead and call your squad. The way we move is silently as we're the mob. I'm the bad guy, cause that's my job. Everything they said about me is false. I'm worse than they recall. How about a magic trick? Come on, won't you at least take a hit? Death is part of life, kid. I'll laugh in your face. Leave a murder scene without a trace. I'm wicked in many ways. My actions all twisted. Come on, I cut my own face off and put stitches. Why so serious? I'm just clowning around. Do you hear the fear?
gosh, I love the sound. Always thinking about the money, aren't you? Well, it's gone. Kidnap you, then collect the ransom and never return you back home to your mom. I'm a freak, so I've been told. Only catch me dark night in a trench coat, face white as a ghost from the city of the goat. It's your bad if you think I'm a joke.
She said Eminem vibes right here.
Not even the red, white, and blue can stop this one source. We started off just for fun. You better run, he's got a gun. Mess with the goons and ta-da, you're done. Bet you seen a lot of tricks, never one like this. What's he got up his sleeve? Put your hands up and get down on your knees. No, please. They said to never start off with the head. The victim gets a little fuzzy. Fall into the rabbit hole, pull the hat from the bottom of a bunny. What doesn't kill you makes you stranger. You don't laugh at my jokes, well, you're in danger. I thought my balls were bad. Do I really look like the guy with the plan? When you introduce, they already know who I am. Thanks to the press, they really like to get in everybody's business. Why can't you stand the sight of me? Is it because I'm always smiling? In people's last moments, they show you whom they really are. Do you want to know how I got these scars? The dude in the costume is always trying to throw me behind bars. Who do they think they are? When the chips are down, you won't go far. Killing is making a choice. So I'ma go off crazier than usual. A little song, a little dance. My sack filled with blue bands. Is a tangle with the devil in the pale moonlight reference. Better put up a fight. Anarchy upset established order. I can't even flee, my face is on every border. It sucks, just like a heat's gone wrong. Boom, it's the bomb. Tut, tut, tut. I knew your friends better than you ever did. Would you like to know which one of them are cowards? I have simple taste. I enjoy dynamite, gasoline, and gunpowder. I'm out of my mind. Besides, they couldn't carry a tune to save their lives. So, Murray, would you like to be a volunteer and watch how this bullet disappears? I took your plan and turned it on yourself. I'm sorry for raising hell, it's just you kept at it till the monster came out. Nobody's civil anymore. How pathetic. Their attempts to try to control things really are. Thy pen is truly mightier than the sword. Following the rules, to be frank, makes me bored. I get it, my plans are horrifying. I say a couple of words and everybody loses their mind. My bad, there's no punchline. The Joker's serious this time. Let me switch to easy mode. Injustice has always been cold. You really need reasons from me now? His self-righteousness is less, so he's my best bet. I even got Two-Face to land it on heads in a hospital bed that I put him in. Just to let you know, my side always wins. I start off with the stare dance before the fun begins. You complete me. It's not about what's right and wrong, it's that you want to defeat me. That's why you need me. You're an outcast. By the way, a whole lot of innocent people are in danger. You better go fast. I wouldn't risk my life for a stranger. Only cash at large. I took all your money, so does that mean I'm smart? I guess you get what you deserve. I never hesitated on my word. Well, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Drops mic on the floor. It takes one shot to the dome alone. We caused all this chaos and poof, I'm gone.
Wow. 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 Hey, wow. Hold on. Wow.
I had a lot of people talk that day.
Oh my God. Like,
this song is
the start right there. Like, what got into you on that
this
one?
has a lot. Okay, so everything I said, so my plan was, because I do TikTok and I do like where I'll do makeup looks like the Grinch or anything, and I'll act it out on TikTok. So I had like an epiphany of Joker, because I like the villains. I'm like more of a villain type of person. So I like the villains, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get because I wanted to make a Joker song, and I wanted to do something where I reached out to Comic-Con. And I wanted to perform that song there. If you notice, there was 0 cuss words in it. And
Right.
every line is from each movie. Like I incorporated like the pen and the dancing with the devil. Like that's the one with like the, what's his name? I forgot his name, but it's each Joker movie that there is, even the cartoon, the Justice League. I went back and I fucking got like I got little sentences and I just made a whole song out of that. And that was like my first project that I was like, you know what? We're going to go crazy on this shit. Cause it's not me. I actually was able to talk about shooting and this and that. Cause like damn, you know, it's a movie. So yeah.
Listen, right there, that shit, you need to push. That's the one right there.
That was me, you know? So
you need that. I mean, that right there is, anyone who hears that, you're out of here. Like I'm telling you, Barb, seriously, like
Thank you.
Seriously, Eminem himself will probably call you after that. Sadio, like you need that's the one right there. That's the
Yeah,
one.
thank you. You're one of you're another person that has told me that, and like going back to that is hard to like. It's hard to make a song that just, and that's a story I'm telling. I'm telling somebody else's story. So like, maybe that's what I need to do is tell other people's stories.
So,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what got into you on that one. Like,
that was
whew,
all the anger I've ever held in was just there.
that one right there, the Joker. I know you talked about it earlier. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one. Whew. You killed that shit. Like Barz, Barbie Barz. If you got the name Barz, that's it right there.
And I'm actually supposed to record that music video. So that's a project that I'm working on. So if anybody's down, eventually I'll be posting it on my Instagram. But if anybody's down to be a part of it, I would love for anybody to, just have a
Blow
clown
up.
mask on. You don't
That
even
right
have to
there.
like,
Yeah, we need visuals for that. That's
yeah.
gonna blow up. That's gonna
But
blow
I
up.
have so many like ideas that, like I said, I'm trying to build my empire with the right everything. Like my empire, which is with my music, like I'm building a bunch of like little different projects for me to work on so I can get something from it, but I can also help with it, and like this type of music, that's more entertainment. That's why I wanted to, make sure that I didn't cuss in it, which was very easy, to be honest. Every time I'm writing music, I don't cuss at all. But when I talk, I cuss so much. I'm like, damn, that's awful, But
You to even because I didn't even think about that. Like now that I go
yeah,
back, I didn't. But when you were rapping, I didn't think, and especially that last song. If you would have thought now, like you said, after like you didn't even cuss, you wouldn't even think that because you would have
yeah.
killed all type of mother and this mother f that and that, but you didn't do any of that, and
There
but
was
you
just too
still got
much
the point
violence in it
across. That
anyway,
shit was still deadly,
Yeah.
But that's important right there for even you to say that because like say like I know you're younger, but like a lot of people's favorite rapper back in the day was Rakim, right? He was the dopest ever and he never even cussed. And to this day, he's like people's favorite rapper, from
Yep.
back from the 80s, but he was hard and he never cussed as well, but
That's
got
a
his point
great,
across.
it's a great marketing like way too, because think about it, little kids can listen to it. There's older people that don't like this cussing stuff. So it's there's something
That
there too.
shows what I'm saying is, and that's a great segue to hip hop because that shows that you can get your point across without cussing. Because at, let's face it, cussing and some of the stuff had just become cliche, like
Just brings
almost like
anger out.
we just have to do it. But sometimes people feel they just have to do that to get a point across. I gotta say this, but a lot of times you ain't even gotta cuss. You know what I mean? To get your point across,
It
right?
sounds
So
smart. Just say some
I
real
think
shit.
right,
Yeah.
that part. I think that's great right there. Barbie. So we definitely please can we so we can expect some visuals for the Joker, right?
Yes, and everybody in here is gonna be in the video, right?
No, let me know
Everybody.
for sure. And tell us
I
what
I
else you
can't
have.
pay you guys, but I could feed you guys, and I'll make sure that everybody. Well,
It's about the
We'll see
support.
when I'm ready. Hopefully, maybe I could pay you guys.
But it's about the support. When you see me personally, when I see someone on the come up and doing what they love and really the passion, it ain't even about that because we all do it first for the love. You know what I mean? And if you do something long enough that you love, the money will come. So it ain't about that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So what else do you have going on, Barbs, that we can look forward to?
Well, I have a upcoming pageant, and um, that
That
right
part.
there, that right there was something to go back onto that because I kind of like skipped over it. At the time where I was
Exactly. Let me
depressed and
get into that.
everything,
Right.
when I was depressed and everything, I revisited my depression, revisited me when that whole COVID happened. And I was doing a lot of Facebook lives. I would do my makeup on Facebook Live. I would do giveaways. I was like in that whole little, I used to do karaoke. Like my viewers would just chill with me, and like it was just cool. It was a vibe, And that kind of started helping me get away from like the whole depression and like just dealing with just things that just were things in my life that I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do about it, So I would like kind of just release, and that was my like guilty pleasure, just going on Facebook Live, chilling, this and that. And then I started like getting into YouTube and like, watching a lot of like influencers and stuff like that. So I started learning from them what I wanted to do. So when I started my YouTube, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I made a fool out of myself. But then like watching back at that was so helpful for me. Like I didn't have to post those videos. I could have watched them and not like, if I'm embarrassed about something or there's something that's cringe about it, I'm glad that I could see it first, because some of us don't even realize how we act, until we see it. And it's like, oh my God, like that's embarrassing. Like, oh my gosh. So I learned all that. And then I started doing my YouTube channels, which it's still in the process of like, I wish I could do more time on it. But right now I've been very busy with work and writing music and like trying to work with other artists. And my visuals, I'm trying to like, just stay focused so I can get everything in the right order. Right. So yeah, and then I was part of a reality TV show, but I ended up like backing out of it. I was there for the whole season 1, and it was just not really like something that was beneficial for me. And I didn't want to be affiliated in something that was like, nah, like I just can't, because I grew up around a lot of shit, but that was back then. I didn't have a choice to get out of that. There's some people that can't get out of that, and that's why they live like that. But I could, and why am I putting myself back into that where I'm gonna be at the wrong place at the wrong time? And then you could think about that, but it's just like you fuck with people on a level, and I want everybody to do good. I want everybody, and I believe in them, and this and that, but sometimes they don't believe in themselves as much, or they think that they need to live a certain lifestyle to become what they want or to be successful. And it's like the pageantry really helped me. It helped me kind of with etiquette of like life skills, because I didn't have that. Remember, like growing up, I didn't have somebody to be like, no, Barbie, you can't do this. You have to do this every day. You have to have a schedule. I didn't know how the importance of it, So like going and dealing with that, it was like, damn, I don't have to be here. So I'm going to step away from that, and I'm going to focus on just, even if my life is calm right now and I'm not in the mix and I'm not being as relevant as I should be, I was just like, you know what, I just need to bring that to myself. And I have a lot of things that I'm working on. It's taking time. It's going to take time, because I want to do it right for me, where I'm like, you know what, I'm happy that I'm releasing this. I'm happy the person that I am. So I want to share more of that with people so they can understand and just hear my story. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just trying to help and like help the youth, be the big sister that I needed when I was growing up,
Right. I respect that. I was going to ask you next. Saying all that, what I get from you, the music is hella dope. Your music is dope, but it seems like your voice is even more powerful. Like for you to be able to maybe like, I don't know if you think about maybe getting into maybe like not public speaking, but speaking some way to help young youth or young females, because I'm sure they would love to hear your story, and everything you speak, people they're going to listen, you know what I mean? Because it's coming across genuine, you know what I mean? Everything you speak has been genuine and coming from God, from what I see. So,
do you see those right there? Those are actually my sashes from my pageant. Okay. My crown's right there. With the sash, I'm supposed to be more doing, like, I only have it for a year. I only have my title for a year, and I have another pageant in March to get another title so I can maintain a title. But that right there, the title is, we have to, like, we really do have to put in work for others. Like, I do a lot of acts behind the scene, because like, I don't want to put people in a certain situation. They're already down, and I don't want to make them like, oh, can you take a picture with me? Like, I'll take a picture of me with my crown, my sash, donating clothes, doing something, picking up trash at the beach, anything. But I really love to work with people, because it's just like, damn, like, we all don't come from, like, we can't expect people to be on their shit when we see their background, we don't know their background. Like, I know how hard it was for me to get my shit together. Imagine people that come from way worse than I had, you know? So we don't know their story, but then there's some people that really don't get it together and they don't want help. But the people that do want help, those are the people that I want to at least be some type of like entity in their life, just to be like, you got this shit. I've always been like a hype girl, you know, like I've always been like that to my friends. Like, you could do this shit. Let's do it. Like, come on. But I was always lacking that for myself. So, you know, that's something that I've gained for myself.
Right. That's great. What would you, if you could right now, maybe speak to someone watching you, a young lady, you know, who's inspired? Because I gotta admit, we've all been inspired by hearing you tonight. Like, we're all
Thank you.
grown, you know, and all
God,
that. But maybe
speaking to
it's
me.
one young lady, because that's what we gotta, you know, reach the youth. So maybe it's some young lady watching you right now. What would you say to her?
I would say to her and to anybody is that don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop the love that you have because one person hurt you. Forgive them, but let go, you know? Like, don't chase after people. Don't do none of that. Don't chase for somebody to like you. Be you. And if you don't like being you and being around you and doing, like, just keep moving. You know, I try to work as much as I can. I try to put time into my body, into my health, into my mind, into I worked a lot in my inside, like in my heart and everything, my mind. And now it's like giving time to my outside. Of course, you know, I'm trying to catch up to that, but it still takes a lot because there's times where you're gonna go back. You're gonna feel that depression or that anxiety or I'm not good enough or whatever, you know, but who are you not good enough for? Like, don't worry about those simple things and go outside and look at the moon, look at something that's real beauty and see. And like, just having that moment right there, I think that might help you by just, that's it, just have that moment, go outside and go see the sky, go do something that is with nature. Or what recently I kind of did was I'm a Cancer sign, so I know that water is something for me. So I put as my screen on my laptop is like waves because I want to be close to water. So
Right.
maybe my creativity, because I always do everything on my laptop, maybe it'll spark creativity and I'll feel like I'm in that, you know? So just like if you're a fire sign, maybe do like put as your screensaver or something. It's just little things that the universe gives us to make sure that we're good. The universe can love us that much. Like, damn, it's for like it's time for us to give back that love to the universe. To, you know, there was a video that I seen on TikTok where this girl saved a moth and the moth was pregnant, and like she raised the kids, like the little babies and all that. She raised them. And I was like, damn, imagine if that was something that parents like in schools they made kids do. Because I would love to see more
How, how,
butterflies.
how would she know? That's a beautiful story. But how did she know the moth was pregnant and all that?
She didn't. The
Oh,
moth was hurt, and the moth like didn't, like, she was so scared of bugs. She in her story. I'll share it on my Instagram. You guys can see the story. Go check it out on my Instagram. I'll post it after we're done with this, and you guys can go
okay.
check it out. It's beautiful. Like, she ends up having butterflies. She ends up like just like helping these little insects be good. Yeah, see, it's so cute. It's so cute. But yeah, I think that would have been something like, you know, little things like that make such a big impact in your life to make you feel better. If you feel bad about something, go do something to make you feel better. Don't hit an addiction that you have. If you like drinking, if you like eating, if you like shopping, don't do that. Do something that money can't buy. Do something that, you know, is read. Do something that you kind of used to really enjoy back then, but you haven't, you know, so like in a while, you know. So that's just my advice right there.
That's dope. And I want to ask you too, being that you inspire so many people, you speak and you know, you're an inspiration. Who inspires you? Like, what keeps you going? Like, who do you look to, like, if anyone, or besides
All
God,
of you
or
guys. You guys inspire me. It's just a circle. It's just back and forth. That's what it is, you know.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. So, La Barbie Barz, can we expect like it's so much I think you can do, but I don't, you know, I don't know what you have planned, but can we expect maybe a book. Do you plan on writing books?
Book.
Things like
I'm
I
dead.
limit like you gotta talk to like I think not only on your life, like your
You're like,
experience.
you talk a lot, man.
No, 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 not
Oh my
not that. I
god.
just think no. I just think it's the possibility of so many things you can do because I think you can reach so many people because I
Yeah,
just see that in you, you know. So why not? You can speak, you can write, you know, uh, put it in words, a book. And
yeah.
Didi is my producer. She's a publisher, so she can help you out with that. But I can
Oh
see a book
wow.
for you.
I
Yeah.
would love to make a book
You ever think about writing a
with
book?
everybody. With everybody that inspires me, let's all make a book. Like, but thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say that because
Real
that
talk.
makes me feel smart.
No, that's real though. I could see a book like you. I just think you have a lot to offer. You know what I mean for the people, and it's genuine. It's not that we don't get that a lot when it's really genuine and people really mean
Mhm.
what they say and it's coming from the heart. That's all I got from you this whole interview. The mute we listen to music as well, and all the music is dope. But
Thank
over all of that, when you speak, your voice and the stories and everything you're speaking of is coming from a genuine place. And I think all the people, because the comments say it as well. Everyone, everyone is in a feels everything you're saying, and they respect it because it's coming from a genuine place. So it's all love.
Yeah, we could all relate, you know? We're all here at the same world. We know.
Right, right. So tell well Didi put it all in the comments, but tell the people again where they, excuse me, where they can follow you, all the contacts, IG, TikToks, YouTube, everything.
Well,
And it's
my
in the
name is pretty much is that's what it is. Um La Barbie Barz. You can follow me on Instagram. Everything is posted kind of on Instagram. You know, my YouTube link is right there in the bio. That's the only thing that's in the bio. Um, Make sure you guys give this channel a thumbs up, a follow. If anybody's here, gang gang. If you guys are here, make sure you guys go show love to everybody that's been showing love. I'll go back and I'll read the comments and I'll go like everybody's comment. But I'm a YouTuber, so I know how important it is.
Yeah. Right, right, right,
We love the YouTubies over here.
right. So definitely go follow her, check her out. And is there anything else that we did not speak about that you want to speak about or put out there or whatever?
Not that I could think of. Yeah, I I think we kind of touched base on everything for right
Right.
now. You know,
We
just
got to
to
do a
like
part
keep you
two. We got to
guys.
come back. We got to come back again and talk about it. You know what I mean?
I
Because
would love to,
I
and I would
really
love to
enjoy it.
send you a couple of artists that I think that would be a great piece
Definitely.
of
Definitely.
your channel.
I invited. Thank you. Yeah, please send them my
Mhm.
way. I love having, I love, this is I just love what I do as well. And I love when I have people like yourself that I could talk to and really talk about real issues and just real shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
thank
So
you.
I
I appreciate
enjoy this, you know what I mean, especially conversations like this. So Barbie, you're a real person, genuine person, and you're a God loving person. So it's like you got all A's on
it.
your report card tonight. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody, for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you for continuing the support for all of us that are just trying to express and do what we do. I appreciate it a lot. Like, God bless
Yeah.
you guys, all of you.
Yes. Yes, La Barbie Barz. Once again, go follow her, tap in. She's doing great things. Hopefully we'll see some more. We'll see the visuals for the Joker and we'll
Mhm.
get the music. So do we plan on, I know you got some of the stuff you sent me, but do we plan on putting out a project or the
Yeah,
music?
I'm
Just
actually
start with that.
working on my first EP, and see, I going back to that whole X thing, it's hard because like I dated somebody that was a videographer. And
Okay.
like I was like, let's do it like business, like let's do this shit, whatever. And like, cause I was already in YouTube and did all that. And I was like, yeah, we could become like a little couple YouTube and all this shit. I was thinking like, cause love, you can find where you're attracted to somebody and then okay, but when it's actually like future type of moves, I was thinking of that. And I actually did my first music video and I had a song with Tilo the Tyrant, but I had to cancel. Like we just had to forget about all of that, because he was like, no, I'm not going to give you whatever, which is fine, you know, because things happen for a reason. And I know that I wasn't happy with that music, like with that song. I wasn't happy like with my bars. I wanted, it was a Tupac, it was the Ambitions as a Writer, the beat to
Ooh.
that. And I was like, you know, I was such in a like, he was trying to hurry me to like do it. So it was like I didn't even do it the way I want to. And every time I've been in a relationship with like somebody in the industry, they kind of push me to like, and it's like, bro, like chill, you know? But you know, at the same time, it's just like, I guess the whole relationship thing, going back to that too, advice for that is like, make sure when you're gonna date somebody that they're mentally okay also, like they're not toxic, they like give them like, make sure that you really like pay attention to signs, because damn, people could really like, they can lie to you, but they can only lie for so long. And then when you
Oh,
start seeing those like patterns and stuff like that, you're like, oh shit, like that's a whole different completely person, you
but,
know,
but,
like
but, but you said something important. Learn the person, but don't wait until it's too late, because sometimes people rush, right? And then
yeah,
they and it's too late. When they see the signs, you're already too invested, or you may, whatever the case may be, you know
have
how
a
it goes.
kid, all that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
all that. So, yeah, just kick back. Sometimes, like you said, it may be a blessing to be single, or to be alone, or to go through what you go through, to learn yourself and be more aware. Because,
Yeah.
everyone has been through it at this point, one way or another, So just try to learn from it, and be more cautious and aware, and love yourself first more
Yeah,
than
I'm not a
anything.
bitter person against like relationships, you know, like I don't want to sound like that. No, it's for me, I feel like I have always made the choice to try to go look for the
Right.
person. Like, you know, I would be like more like, and I would know it's not right for me. That's why I'm saying like what I've learned for me what to do, because I love love. I love love. Like love is
Love
amazing,
is
you know?
love is a beautiful thing.
It
What up,
is.
Jeff?
It should be a beautiful thing, you know?
Yeah.
Breaking up should be easy too. Can we normalize that shit?
Yeah, it seems like you can't break up and it's all good. Like,
Like,
nah, it's
I
all
don't
bad.
break, I don't slash tires. I don't do none of that. I've never been, and I've had a lot of boyfriends that I've broken up with on bad terms. And like, I never done some stupid shit like that, because it's just like, come on, like, you're already going through it emotionally. You got to take your anger out on it and make a mistake, and then like the whole getting locked up and shit like that, like
Oh, it's
damn,
too much.
it could
Yeah,
it could really fuck you up,
right,
put you in debt, everything.
right, right. So
So
don't
just
do
be
it. Don't
careful.
do it, people. Sometimes breakups are good for a good thing, and just like you said, learn from it. I know emotions are involved, but try to learn from it. Make you
Mhm.
better. You know.
And everything.
Yeah. But La Barbie Barz, make sure you go follow her. She's on TikTok. She's on IG, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, and we can expect a project from her coming soon with music and visuals, maybe a book. We don't know, you know what I mean? But just look out for her and just keep her in your prayers, and just yeah, just walk with her through this journey, because she's giving us something we don't get every day, especially from these females. So I respect it, I appreciate it, and got a lot of love for you, and hopefully we could do this again real soon.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night and your evening, and thank you for joining us. It's the G-Lew Show. La Barbie Barz did it again. And well, is there any way people can check out any of the music now, or do we just gotta wait? Is there any?
On my YouTube channel, I have a little video, like I have a little wannabe music video that I made my friend record. Follow
Okay,
me around Hollywood, and I just dance with a bunch of strangers because that's the
okay,
shit I do. And
okay.
yeah, so I have that for the Let's Fucking Party, and I'm in like a party bus, and I'm trying to dance on like a pole, which is nothing like crazy, you know, just
Right,
hitting those squats, kind of.
right.
But yeah, and
Oh,
then for the Joker one, I kind of have like the half of the song, and it's a little mashup of the Joker movies that I put. So it's just like a little like, just go check it out if you want, if you guys want to, then yeah. But as of right now, I don't have any music on Spotify or anything, but I will be releasing it as soon as I like get more involved with the whole studio and everything, because right now it's just writing. It takes sometimes for me, I have a song, I'll have a beat like an instrumental for like 2 months, and every day I'll listen to it. and I'll rewrite the song like 4 times, you know? That's where I'm at right now. So like, you know, the people that I'm working with, they respect it because they know that like the way I talk about these projects, I really am going to put heart into it, you know, and take my time because I do want to make them feel proud of asking me. Like, I respect people that actually take the time to be like, you know what? Hey, Barbie, can you come and like be a part of my show like you did? Like, God bless you for that. I hope you get like, you know, 10 more of what you do. Cause it's just like, damn, like people really take the time to, you don't even know me like that, you know? So you're giving me a moment, and that those moments add up to where we end up, you know? So yeah.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Shout out to Lil Barbie Barz once again. Class act and just much love to, seriously, much love to you. Keep doing your thing. I support you, all that. I got a lot of love for you because I just respect your get down and everything, you know, you presented to us tonight was A1. So keep doing your thing. And like I said, hope we do it again real soon. And I'll be in touch and I'll be supporting you the whole way. So
Thank you. And I'll support you too. Appreciate you.
and also, like you said, whoever you want to bring on the show, you know, shoot them my way. I would love to have much love. I appreciate it. And shout out to Two Souls on fire, you know what I mean? Shout out to her and her platform as well. What up, Two Souls?
CYA. CYA.
Her.
Oh, actually, I was
CYA.
in their magazine, the second edition. They gave me they reached out to me and they gave me a page. And I've been on two of their YouTube videos, and I actually have a reaction to that I'm gonna upload tomorrow. So yeah, it's you know, I've been kicking it with a lot of the cool people, the cool cats from the whole industry of like all of us, because it's a small world. When you start really like working with everybody and you start putting your foot into those doors, you're like, damn, I remember you from last time, or oh shit, you work here too, or you know this person. So you know, just it's good to have a good clean name because can't be fucking people over out here.
That part. See, again, another gem she dropped. So shout out to La Barbie. Great interview / conversation. Thanks to everyone who supported tonight. What up, Junkie Chef, Western Ave Queen, everyone, Lena Lokes, everyone in the comments. Thank you for the love and support. Go follow her, the Barbie Barz. She's on YouTube, IG, and Facebook. Snapchat, I'm sure, all of that
Facebook.
Shit.
You don't have to follow the Facebook.
And Facebook is, yeah.
Fuck around and find the wrong one.
Right.
That's when those hard times are.
Right. What up, Big Left?
Rock bottom times.
Right. But just nonetheless, support this young lady right here. She's doing great things. Salute to you. God bless everyone. Keep God first. You know what I mean? And sure you'll be okay. But thank you again. We're gonna get out of here. Everyone enjoy your weekend. Much love and respect again, La Barbie. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Bye, you guys. Good night.
Peace and love, everyone. We're out of here. DD will be off tomorrow. Well, I'm not sure. Conversation, Hookah Lounge. We may pop up, we may not. But nonetheless, Sunday nights, you already know G-Lew, Nate Love. Oldies Rule Forever Sundays. Much love and respect. Thank you to DD Hairston, my producer. Shout out to our sponsor, Street Level Clothing, Spider Loke, and everyone else out there. Much love and respect. Peace and love. We are out.